My name is Rachel Russell. I'm a graduate student at West Virginia University, and today I'm going to be teaching you about face negotiation theory. In 1988, Dr. Stella Ting Toomey developed face negotiation theory, also known as FNT. This theory is based in the socio-psychological and the socio-cultural traditions. The purpose of this theory, according to Infante, Rancer, and Atticus, 2010, is to explain intercultural conflict and how people from different cultures work through various cultural and communicative obstacles to get to a resolution based on mutual respect and communication competence. Ting Toomey developed this theory from the politeness research of Brown and Levinson from 1978, as well as Goffman's research on face from 1967. According to Goffman, face is the image of the self that people display in their conversations with others. Ting Toomey identifies face as a projected image of oneself in a relational situation. So the self is an identity that is defined by participants in a setting. In addition, there are two sides of face, positive and negative. Weston Turner, 2004, explained positive face as the desire to be liked and admired by others, while negative face is the desire to be autonomous and free from others. There's also face need, which is the desire to be associated or disassociated with others, and of course, face concern, which is the interest of maintaining one's own self-face or someone's other face. Of course, face doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's affected by several continuums. The first is the cultural dimension of individualism and collectivism. Ting Toomey indicates the individualistic perspective allows the self to be free to pursue personal wants, needs, and desires, while the collectivist perspective confines the self in mutual role obligations and patterned processes of give and take. Let's examine this through the concept of face work. Weston Turner defined face work as the actions used to deal with the face needs and wants of the self and of others. From the collectivist perspective, face work considers how to support another's face while not harming your own face. Whereas according to the individualistic perspective, face work considers how one can secure their autonomy while respecting another's sense of autonomy. Now back to the continuums. The second continuum is high and low context. According to Ting Toomey, the context dimension points to differences in communication styles across a set of cultures. Therefore, in the low context culture, meanings are more obvious and direct, whereas in the high context cultures, meanings are embedded in context. She identifies Germany, Switzerland, and the United States as low context cultures, and China, Japan, and Korea as high context cultures. Now looking again at these two continuums, we see that the individualistic perspective lines up with the low context culture, while the collectivist perspective lines up with the high context culture. This is important as we look at how individuals from each side of the continuum approach conflict in terms of face threats and management. Weston Turner identified 5 different types of conflict styles: avoiding, obliging, compromising, dominating, and integrating. Ting Toomey identifies for us how members of the individualistic or collectivist perspectives are likely to use conflict strategies. According to her proposition, members of individualistic, low-context cultures tend to use more dominating, controlling, and solution-oriented conflict styles, while members of collectivistic, high-context cultures use more obliging, smoothing, and avoidance-oriented conflict styles. Now let's look at a 2009 study conducted by Oetzel, Myers, Mears, and Lara. This study tested a principle from face negotiation theory, that face concerns are predictors of conflict management styles. Participants included 184 individuals from a large moving company, a moderately sized manufacturing company, and various other organizations. The participants were given a questionnaire that measured conflict, self-control, face concern, and organizational position. The first hypothesis proposed that self-face concern is associated positively with dominating, passive aggression, and emotional expression conflict styles, while other face concern and mutual face concern are associated positively with avoiding, obliging, compromising, integrating, and third-party help conflict styles. The second hypothesis proposed that face concerns provide a better prediction of conflict styles than self-controls and organizational position alone. Both hypotheses were supported. However, for hypothesis 2, face concern provided a better prediction of conflict for the obliging, compromising, dominating, and integrating styles, but not for the avoidant style. According to the authors, the findings provide direct empirical support for face negotiation theory. Thank you.